Magandang araw! April Marcas po, ang inyong pretty ate sa Edtech Unit. Alam ba ninyo na may webinar o online training session ng Edtech Unit tuwing Sabado? Ang araw na ito ay nakalaan para sa ating mga mahal na kaguruan upang turuan sila ng mga bagong kaalaman at kakayahan sa paggamit ng makabagong software at applications para sa pinaka-epektibong paraan at lubos mapagpusay ang kanilang paraan ng pagtuturo. This is also a refresher session for our beloved teachers to enhance their skills in technology. Every Saturday, we will conduct webinar sessions for teachers about the use, advantages, and relevance of different blended learning software applications. Ang webinar seryeng ito ay magsisimula ng alas 9 ng umaga hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali para sa morning session. Magsisimula naman ng alauna at magtatapos ng alas 4 ng hapon ang afternoon session. You can watch us in our DepEd Edtech Unit Facebook page, Educational Technology Unit YouTube channel, DepEd Tayo, and DepEd Philippines. Kita-kits tayo tuwing Sabado!
Magandang araw! Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng DepEd Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang
Daddy,
at
chicken
mga
mo.
guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa regiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na Pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Tuesday once again, so it's Choose English Day. So I'm here, Tutor Drazel, and I will be your guide for English 7. So let me now share my screen. So again, welcome to ETUlay online tutorial for English 7. So now we are on the third quarter, and this is week 6. And for this day, we are going to discuss reacting to what is asserted or expressed in a text. And of course, we are also going to discuss the types of assertion. First of all, let me greet everybody. Good afternoon once again. I hope you are all okay. I hope you are all safe and healthy. And so, welcome to one more session of learning for English 7 this Tuesday afternoon. So, let us have our objectives for this quarter. So, first, at the end of the session, of course, you will be able to get the following learning competencies. First is to define each type of assertion, and the second one is to familiarize with the types of assertion and its expressions. So we only have two learning objectives for this day, but of course, we all have a lot of things to do on this afternoon session. By the way, let me just correct that. The slide says week 5. We are already on week 6. I'm sorry for that. I wasn't able to edit that part. So again, we are on quarter 3, week 6. Again, I'm Tutor Drazel, and before we proceed, let me just thank Schools Division Office of Pasig for allowing us to use the self-learning modules for this quarter for English 7. Thank you very much, SDO Pasig. So let us start with our pre-test so we can assess whatever we already know about the topic that we are going to discuss for this afternoon. Let us now start. Okay. So for the pretest, this will be our direction. Choose the letter of the correct answer for each question. So we will be having choices, of course, for the pretest. Now, again, all you need to do is just write the number of the question or the item that you are answering, and then please write the letter of the choice or your answer. So while we are waiting for everybody to get ready or to prepare, let me greet everyone who are here today with me. Ma'am Arlene B. Alberto. We also have teachers and students from Mangahan High School from SDO Pasig. And we have a lot of learners here. And it's really nice that there are a lot of learners here who are tagging their friends, mentioning their friends, sharing the Facebook Live, the ETUlay session. Thank you very much. You are not just helping DepEd, but you are learning and you are helping the learners as well. That's why it's called ETUlay. Okay, so we are helping one another to bridge the gap that, of course, we are now experiencing because of this pandemic. Thank you very much for helping us out. So let us now begin our pretest. So number one, it is simple and straightforward statement for expressing feelings, opinions, and belief. Here are the choices. Letter A, basic assertion. B, emphatic assertion. Letter C, escalating assertion. Or letter D, language assertion. Again, it is simple and straightforward statement for expressing feelings, opinions, and belief. What do you think is the correct letter of the answer? Okay, while we're waiting, let me greet Ma'am Lerma from Mangahan High School. Happy watching. And then we also have Ray Ann Solito from Banquero Integrated School. Okay, now we have answers here, so let us check if the answers of Ralph, Alexi, Ruben, Seth, Crystal, Alexa, Steven, they are answering A. Is it A? Let us check. But we also have some answers here from Cheska, from Kate, from Fiona. Let us see which of or who of among them got the correct answer. So it's letter A. So Ralph, Michaela, Janbert, Rick, you are correct. Thank you very much for participating. Next, let us have the second item. For the second item, we still have the same options, but this time it involves the person pronoun I and is useful for expressing negative feelings. Okay, so again, it involves the person pronoun I and is useful for expressing negative feelings. What do you think is the type of assertion for this number? Same options. We have A, B, C, D. All you need to do is just write the number and the answer or the letter of your answer. We have answers now from Ayego. The first one is Nell. Okay, and then we have also Jade and Brianna. Okay, and Angela and Cedric and Sarah, who got the correct answer. It's letter D. It's language assertion. Okay, next let's have the third item. For the third item, it occurs when someone is not able to give response to a person's basic statement. Again, it occurs when someone is not able to give response to a person's basic statement. What do you think is the answer? Is it basic? Letter B, emphatic. Letter C, escalating. Or letter D, language assertion. What do you think is the correct answer? Okay, we have answers from Fiona, from Cheska here, and Bebes. I hope I am saying your names correctly. We also have Jill and Joseph, okay, and Ayego and Cyrus and Michaela. What do you think is the correct statement? Let us check. It's letter C. It's escalating assertion. Next, let's proceed with number 4. Number 4, it shows support to the other person's viewpoint and feelings. Again, it shows support to the other person's viewpoint and feelings. What do you think is the answer? Is it basic? Letter B, is it emphatic? Letter C, escalating? Or letter D, is it language? Okay, let me greet the following people. Happy watching, happy learning to Raya, Macraden, to Sherry, to Gian, to Izzy, to Aaron, to Lance, and to Jade and Gail. Okay, happy watching and happy learning to all of you. We already have some answers here. According to Sir Rolf, it's letter B. Let us check if it's letter B. Very good, Sir Rolf. It's letter B. It's emphatic assertion. Next, let us have number 5. Number 5, still the same choices. For number 5, it encompasses recognition of the feelings or situations of the other person. Again, it encompasses recognition of the feelings or situations of the other person. What do you think is the correct answer for number 5? Is it basic, emphatic, escalating, or language? According to Nell, it's a letter A. According to Ayego, it's B. And so with Jan Marie and Lance. And according to Shane, it's a letter C. So we have a sort of variety of answers for number 5. Okay, according to Carol, it's letter A. Okay, now what do you think is the correct answer for this? Let us check. For number 5, the correct answer is letter B. It's emphatic assertion. Okay, so now we already have 5 items for the pretest. So let us check first. Who among you got a perfect score? Please comment with a heart. Okay, please flood the comment section with a heart if you got a 5 for the pretest. Let me see if Christine, if Joseph, if Francis got a heart. Okay, we're waiting for the hearts. We now have still some answers here from Annalisa, from Justin, and now we've got hearts from Gail, from Christine, Norsho, from Eliza, Vinyas, and then from Jeb also, from Samantha. Okay, so thank you very much for all those who got a 5. This is my message for you. Congratulations. And I'm so happy for you. But for those people who got mistakes like 4 or 3, it's okay. You don't really have to be sad. We still have, I think, 3 more exercises for this afternoon. So definitely you'll get a mastery of our lesson for this today. So let us now proceed. So the first thing that we have to think of course, is some definition of terms. So the very first thing to define, of course, is the word assertion. So what is an assertion? So I'll give the definition. An assertion is a statement used to make a declaration or to express strong belief on a particular topic. Again, it is a statement used to make a declaration or to express strong belief on a particular topic. So if you are making a statement, if you are making a declaration, or if you are expressing your belief or your viewpoint about something, then we call it assertion. Okay, don't forget that. So that is our first for the definition of terms. Now, next, now when we speak of assertion, we also have to think about the different types of assertion. So first we have basic assertion. The second one is emphatic assertion. The third is escalating assertion. And the fourth is language assertion. So all these 4 types of assertion will be defined as we go on with our tutorial session this afternoon. So always remember that assertion will be including 4 types. All these assertions can be done by one person. You can shift from basic to emphatic, from emphatic to escalating, or from escalating to language assertion. Okay, you don't have to stick to one assertion. So you can really experience giving or expressing the different types of assertion in certain reading texts or even in viewing or listening lessons. So let us now define the first type, and this is basic assertion. For basic assertion, it is simple and straightforward statement for expressing feelings, opinions, and belief, such as the following examples. First, I wish I could have expressed this idea earlier because now someone else has taken the credit. Okay, that is our first example. So, as you can see on the first example, it's really very simple and straightforward. You're just expressing your feelings, you're just expressing your viewpoint or your opinion. So, we call this basic. Next, the second example states that, excuse me, first I want to finish my work, then I shall go with you. Again, it's very straightforward and you're just expressing your opinion and your feelings towards a certain concern or towards a certain matter. Okay, so that would be basic assertion. Okay, so before we proceed to the second assertion, we still have some more here from New Kanaan, Durina. And then we have also from Rice, we have SDO Likab Annex and Dasmariñas West, and also Sandiat National High School. Okay, thank you very much. These are my regular watchers. Thank you very much for always following. Next, the second one is emphatic assertion. So this is the second type of assertion. So it conveys sympathy to someone, and usually this has two parts. The first encompasses recognition of the feelings or situation of the other person. And then the second part is a statement that shows support for the other person's viewpoint, feelings, or rights. Okay, so let us have the examples. For the first example, I understand you are busy, and me too, but it is difficult for me to finish this project on my own. So I want you to help me complete this project. Let us try to analyze the first example. Like what our definition mentioned a while ago, the emphatic assertion has two parts. The first part recognizes the feelings. So as you can see, based on our example here, it says, I understand you are busy. Okay, so it shows recognition of the feelings or situation of the other person. You try to recognize the feeling first. And then on the second person or the second part, you now give support to the other person's viewpoint. So it says there, it is difficult for me to finish this project on my own. Okay, so that would be the second part. Now let us check on the second example if that is still correct. So I know this is making you angry and frustrated because you have not gotten a response yet. But I can help you by giving you an estimate of how long it might take. So again, we have two sentences for this particular assertion. The first sentence is a recognition of the feelings or situations of the other person because you are recognizing that it's making him angry and frustrated. And then we also have the second part, which is I can help you by giving you an estimate of how long it might take. So that would be the second statement or the second part of the emphatic assertion. Again, don't forget that when we speak of empathic assertion, you don't just recognize the feeling, you also show support to the person's viewpoint. That's why it's called emphatic, meaning you're showing empathy. Okay? Next, escalating assertion. This is the third type of assertion. For escalating assertion, it occurs when someone is not able to give a response to a person's basic assertions. And therefore, that person becomes firm about him or her. Okay, so again, there is a situation, there's a basic assertion, but the response was not given. So therefore, of course, the person will now be more firm about his issue or about his statement. So let us have an example. If you do not finish this work by 6 tonight, I will engage the services of another worker. So as you can see, that's a very tough statement. Okay, so with escalating assertion, you are giving a tough statement, a very firm statement, because your basic assertion was not given a response. So, of course, if you were not given a response, the person's idea is really to be firm about it, to be more tough about it, and to be a little angrier if you were not, or if you were neglected on the first part. Another example, I really want to finish this point before you start yours. Okay, so this is also another firm or tougher statement for escalating assertion. So that is the third part. Next, language assertion. So for language assertion, this is the fourth type. So it is useful for expressing negative feelings. Nevertheless, it constructively lays emphasis on a person's feelings of anger, such as the following of examples. First, when you speak harshly, I cannot work with you because I feel annoyed. Therefore, I want you to speak nicely and then assign me a task. Okay, so as you can see, the anger is very present, but the person speaking is trying to make it really very civil and very professional by not getting too angry, but saying it constructively. But there is still emphasis despite the negative feeling. Okay, let's have the second example. When I don't get enough sleep, it affects my nerves and I feel irritated. Therefore, I try to go to bed earlier. Okay, so you can see there's a negative feeling, the word irritated, and it affects my nerves. So, but on the other side, there is a constructive emphasis, and that is, therefore, I try to go to bed earlier. So, that is the main points for language assertion. So, for these types of assertion, what do we now have to remember? We always have to remember before we proceed to the guided practice that we have to analyze first the assertion before we can be able to really identify the type of assertion that a certain statement would project. Okay, now let's have some practice exercises before we proceed to the activity so we can check whether we really understood. Okay, sorry. So read the text and choose the letter of the correct type of assertion and use emoticons to express your reactions. Okay, now let us check the first number. Okay, now this is the reading material. I will read this aloud and please read along in your own homes. So, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, that's DENR, issued a notice of violation to the Cebu City government on July 10, 2020, for allegedly failing to secure a tree cutting permit from the agency. The trees were also confiscated by the DENR. Now, what do you think is the type of assertion for this one? Okay. If they didn't fail to secure a tree cutting permit, they will allow to build a cemetery. Okay. So again, if they didn't fail to secure a tree cutting permit, they will allow to build a cemetery. What do you think is this type of assertion? Is it basic assertion, empathic, escalating, or language assertion? Please comment your answer. You just have to choose among the four types of assertions that were discussed a while ago. Okay, while we are waiting, I would like to personally greet Ma'am Arlene B. Alberto for always asking your students to watch, and your students are very active in the um, ETUlay session. Thank you very much, Ma'am Alberto. Okay, and we also have from Nuke Integrated School, Gretchen, and from Likab, and from Sarangani Division. Thank you very much. Okay, so we now have some answers here. According to JC, it's escalating. According to um, Fiona, it's also escalating. Okay, let us check if that is really escalating. Okay, the correct answer is escalating. Now, if it's escalating, what do you think is the corresponding emoji or emoticon for this particular assertion? Okay, you just try to analyze first our statement box there. Okay, our statement there is if they didn't fail to secure a tree cutting permit, they will allow to build a cemetery. What do you think is the emotion of that particular person stating that? Okay, according to Nell, it's an angry face. Okay, and we also have from Ayego, it's a sad face. Is that a sad face? From Jade, it's an angry face. Let us check. Okay, very good. It's an angry face or an angry emoji for that particular assertion. Next, let's have the second for the guided practice. We have another reading material here. Please try to listen well. More than 80% of the air pollution in Metro Manila came from motor vehicles. A study by the Environmental Management Bureau has shown. A report from Bernadette Reyes on 24 Horas on Wednesday said air pollution reaches about 250 micrograms per normal cubic meters on EDSA during peak hours, more than double the allowable level of 90 micrograms per normal cubic meter set by the World Health Organization. Now, this would be our assertion. I know everybody feels angry and frustrated while we wait for a response from the government. But the best thing they can do is to give us an estimated time of how long it will take to give solution about air pollution. Okay, so that is our assertion for this material that I have just read. Okay, that's a news report from um sorry. Okay, let me just have that again. Okay, that's a news report from 24 Horas by Bernadette Reyes. Okay, now what do you think is the type of assertion on that particular assertion? Okay, that we have there. Okay, we have now answers here from Kimberly. She's saying it's empathic. From Colleen, it's basic. Okay, let us check which of the two persons here is correct. It's escalating. Okay, is it escalating? I think I got the correct answer here. An incorrect answer. I'm sorry. That should be empathic. Again, I would like to disclaim that it's empathic. Okay, it's empathic assertion. So the answers of Steven and Jana, those who answered empathic, you are correct. Okay. The slides, it's wrong. Okay. I'm very sorry about that. So let us proceed now to the things that you have to remember about giving assertions. First, don't forget that our opinions or reactions are very vital in expressing our concerns. Okay, and of course, we must always be mindful of the feelings of others in giving our viewpoints. Okay, let us always practice respect in everything that we do. That is the most important. Apart from all the learnings that you are gaining here, the knowledge that you are gaining, I want you to make sure that you are also knowing or learning this by your heart. Okay, so the top the bottom part of our lesson would always be about respect. Okay, don't forget that. Let us now proceed with activity 1. Okay, for activity 1, while we're waiting for others to get ready, let me greet Jelly May Bakiran from Banquero Integrated School. Okay, and also we have my head teacher is also watching, Ma'am Zen Aklan. Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you for watching. Okay, let us now proceed with activity 1. Okay, now I have here 4 emotions. The first one is angry, the second is calm, the third is tough, and then the last one is a sad react. Now for activity 1, this would be our instruction. I want you to choose the best emoji for the following statements. So I will be giving 5 statements, and then all you need to do is just react, whether it's an angry face, a calm face, a tough face, or a sad face. Okay, so again, please don't forget to put the number of the item that you are answering before giving your answer. So I will be able to check whether you are following our activities. Okay, let us now start. Is everybody ready? Okay, let us proceed with the first item. Okay, number one, I can feel the cold blow of the wind in the seashore. Again, I can feel the cold blow of the wind in the seashore. Just write the number and the react or the emoticon. Number two, as a member of the environmentalist group, I feel annoyed when someone speaks ill against our objectives. Okay, what do you think is the answer for number two? Number three, a healthy environment is imperative for the continued existence of humans, animals, and plants. We have to act now. Okay. Number four, the long faces of the children show that they don't want the park to turn into a business area. And number five, they are so lucky to see the wonders of the nature. They feel inner peace. Okay, let us check. We have answers here. Okay, we now have answers from D1, from Jill, from Roberto, from Gian, from Iya, from Carol, from Leslie, from Francine. Let us check if their answer for number one is correct. If your answer for number one is a calm face, then you are correct. It's a calm react. Next, number two. For number two, according to Ryan, it's angry, and Angelina, let me check. Very good. It's an angry emoji. Very good. Next, how about for number three? For number three, we still have, for Angela, it's an angry face also. For Sean, it's a tough face. Let us check. For Roberto, it's also angry. For Gail, it's a sad. Let's check. Okay, for number three, it is a tough react, a tough emoji, because you have there, we have to act now. So it's a tough assertion. Next, number four, it's a sad react, a sad emoji. Because of that, the long faces. When you say long faces, it's an idiomatic expression for sadness. And then for number five, what do you think is number five? Okay, we have calm reacts for number five. Is it really a calm react? Okay, very good. It's number five is a sad, or I mean a calm react for number five. Congratulations, everyone, for doing well in activity one. So let us continue with the next activity. I'll get your scores later. So let's now proceed with activity two. Okay. For activity two, the direction is choose the letter of the correct types of assertion to the given expressions. So again, I'm giving you four options for this particular activity. We have basic, we have empathic, escalating, and language. Those are the four types of assertion. Okay. So now our first statement is, I feel so annoyed when you speak ill of me, so you better speak to me nicely. Okay? Which type of assertion would be correct? Basic, emphatic, escalating, or language? What do you think is correct for number one? I feel so annoyed when you speak ill of me, so you better speak to me nicely. Okay, the very first to answer is Ayego, and he answered a D. Okay, and we also have some answers here from John, from Annalisa, from Ira. They have the same answers. Let us check. Okay, very good. It's letter D. It's language assertion. Very good. Next, let's proceed with number two. If you listen to me earlier, it won't happen to you. Again, if you listen to me earlier, it won't happen to you. We still have the same choices. It's basic, emphatic, escalating, or language. Which do you think is the correct answer for number two? What type of assertion is number two? We now have answers here from John, from Seth, from Ralph, from Ayego again, Nell also. She answered the C. Let us check. Is it letter C? Very good. Ayego, Guadalquiver, Regine, Bea, you have a correct answer. It's escalating assertion. Next, let's proceed with number 3. When I get enough sleep, it affects my nerves and I feel irritated. Therefore, I try to go to bed earlier. So we have 4 choices again. You try to identify whether it's basic, empathic, escalating, or language assertion. Which do you think is correct for number 3? Okay, let's have let me, while I'm waiting, Casey Santos Cruz, happy watching from grade 7, Tacitus learner from Sagin Integrated School. Okay, so we have answers here from Juliana, from Micaela, from Annalisa. What do you think is the correct answer? It's also letter D. It's language assertion. You're correct, Jill. Next, let's have number 4. I understand you are busy, and me too, but it is difficult for me to finish this project on my own, so I want you to help me complete this project. Okay, same choices. We have basic, emphatic, escalating, and language. What do you think is the correct answer for number 4? Okay, we now have answers from Princess, from Colleen. Okay, according to Colleen, it's letter A. According to Juliana, it's a B. According to John Kiyoshi, it's a C. So let us check which of these people got the correct answer. So it's the letter B. It's emphatic. Okay, emphatic assertion. So D1, you got the correct answer for number 4. Next, let's have the last item for this activity. Excuse me. First, I want to finish my work, then I shall go with you. Okay, this is our last statement. Again, excuse me. First, I want to finish my work, then I shall go with you. Which do you think is the correct answer? Is it basic assertion, emphatic assertion, escalating assertion, or language assertion? We now have answers from Juliana, from Ryan, from Regine, from Sedi, from Cheska. Others are answering it's an A. For others, it's a D. For others, a B. And for others, it's a C. Okay, so it's an all mix up of answers. Which is correct? Let us check. It's letter A. I'm sorry. It's basic assertion. So the correct answer is from Francine Reveresa. It's letter A. Congratulations. So now let us have a run of the scores for activity 1. Let us have activity 1 first. Don't be confused. Let's have activity 1. All those who got a 5 for activity 1, please give a happy or a smiley face. All those who got a 5 for activity 1, okay? Activity 1. Please give a happy face so I can congratulate those who got a good performance. Ayego, congratulations. We also have congratulations to Ira, to Jill, to Princess, to Gail, to Ryan, Samantha, Christine, and Shane and Jade. Okay, so that's for activity 1. Congratulations, guys. You got a good job. Next, how about activity 2? If you got a 5 for activity 2, please give a thumbs up react. Okay, those who got a 5 for activity 2, again, don't be mistaken on that particular instruction. If you got a 5 for activity 2, please give a thumbs up react. Okay, let me check. Okay, while waiting, let me greet some people here. Okay, we have Inchai Layli Eglio from Cupis National High School. That's all the way up there in Apayao. Okay, so we now have some thumbs up from Ira, from Brianna, from Raj, from Vanna, from Jeb, from Joseph. Congratulations to everyone. And for those people who got a perfect score in the pretest, a perfect score in the activity 1, and a perfect score in activity 2, Let me greet everybody. Congratulations, of course. So now let us have a recap of all our learnings for this afternoon. So let me just see a different comments from the our comment sections there. What again do you understand of an assertion? Okay, what is an assertion again? Please try to comment your own basic understanding of the word assertion. Okay, while we're waiting, let me greet Lyra Jane Barut from grade 7 Peace from Kalanigan National High School from Schools Division Office of Isabela. Okay. Next. So according to Jade, assertion is just another way to express your feelings. Very good, Jade. Okay. Okay, according to Ayego, is saying a feeling or a demand. Good. Oh, how about the others? Okay, we have from Ingud Ramona Integrated School, it's Angadanan West District. Kat Soriano, happy watching. Okay, now according to Jonah Ashley Bernardo, assertion is a proclamation of something as a result of opinion. And according to John Kiyoshi Layosa, assertion is a statement used to make a declaration or to express strong belief on a particular topic. Very good, people. So again, let's have a recap of that. An assertion is a statement used to make a declaration or to express strong belief on a particular topic. Very good, John Kiyoshi Layosa. Next, another question for our recap. What are the kinds of assertion? Can you give me the kinds of assertion? Okay, so while I'm waiting, there are still some people here from who are still stating the definition from Raven Remo Bonifacio from our YouTube channel. Assertion is a confident and forceful statement of fact or belief. Very good. Okay, so now we also have some here from JV. According to JV, it's basic assertion. Okay, from Kate, it's emphatic. Okay, very good. Okay, that is also from Shane Salitorno, it's language. Okay, and from Crystal, it's basic. And then we have Bernadette, empathic. Okay, we also have escalating from Sean, who gave a complete answer. It's basic, empathic, escalating, and language. Let us check if that is correct. Okay, so kinds of assertion, we have basic, empathic, escalating, and language. Thank you very much for that answer, Sean. Next, so don't forget, our opinions or reactions are very vital in expressing our concerns, but we must always be mindful or respectful of the feelings of others in giving our viewpoints. Don't forget that. So again, congratulations to everybody who has learned and stayed with me for 40 minutes of this Tuesday's afternoon. And again, don't forget, every Tuesday is Choose English Day. That is from 1 p.m. to 4:20 p.m. For comments and suggestions, you can email edtech at deped.gov.ph. And up next would be Tutor Rubilin for English 8. Thank you very much once again. Stay safe. And God bless everyone. Happy learning. Thank you for staying with me. Bye.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Filipino. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!